Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming the look I was wearing in my eyebrow tutorial, which so many of you asked for. It's this really simple eye. It has a pop of blue, which I think is what made it fun. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then of course just keep on watching. Alright, I'm going to try to do this video as a talk through tutorial because I haven't done one of those in a while and they're kind of fun. So, but if it doesn't end up being that way, we'll do the voiceover. So I'm going to start with my base first, since the eye look is fairly simple. So let's tackle the rest of the face first. So I'm going to start off by priming my skin with the Farsali Unicorn Essence. Oh, I'm using my other camera. This one doesn't autofocus, so I'll have to keep things over here to keep things in focus. You guys, this stuff smells so good. It really does moisturize the skin in a good way if you're oily. I really don't know if this primer or serum would do anything for you if you are very dry, because it definitely has like a sticky feel when it starts to dry up. It definitely isn't like a slick oil. Then we can go into priming. I'm going to be using the Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer. And this will go on real smooth. It kind of feels just like velvet. I barely turned on my AC, so it's still cooling down. So for today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. I get asked a lot about what are my favorite foundations for oily skin, high-end and drugstore. So for high-end, I do recommend this one because it does stay really matte and it's super full coverage. So if you're someone who likes like really full coverage, you will love this one. To blend out, I usually like to use the Marc Jacobs brush for that, but I'm actually going to be using the, by the way, with that foundation, you gotta be careful. This shit gets everywhere. Okay, I'm going to be using the NYX 3 brush. It's very dense, but it's also really soft as well. Can you feel how full coverage that is? It's so full coverage, I need to be careful because it will get in your hair and you'll have like makeup on your hairline. I'm just gonna get really close into my inner corners here because it's always hard to get in there afterwards. And this one does set pretty fast, so you really want to make sure you don't have any streakiness. So now I'm going to conceal and highlight a bit using my Tarte Tape Shape in the shade Fair Neutral. Again, since we already have a lot of coverage, I'm only going to put a little bit, kind of just right in here. This is just one dip, you guys. I'm not going to even dip into it again. I'm going to be cream contouring a little bit today. I'm going to be using the KKW contour stick in the light shade. Then I'm going to take my black beauty blender and start to blend out the highlighted parts first. And then I'm going to use the beauty blender also to blend out the nose contour and highlight. And I'm also going to use it to blend out the cheekbone. I'm like so wanting to try that Clarisonic makeup brush because I've seen how it's so easy to contour with it. I'm like blown away. So once that's all blended out, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any creases underneath my eyes because we are going to set the under eyes first. I'm gonna be using the RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm not even going to be baking. I'm just going to, don't mind that little black dot on my brush. I'm then going to take a rather large powder brush. This is from Luxie, the 502. It's huge. And I'm just lightly going to kind of like dust this over because, I mean, even though, like I said, this foundation is matte, I am also still very oily. So next I'm just going to define and brighten up a little bit more with the NYX Pro palette, and I'm going to be taking the white shade first, and I'm going to be using this to just kind of brighten up right underneath my eye. And then I'm going to take the yellow shade right next to it and do a little bit of setting and brightening on all the other highlighted points. Now to finally look alive and warm up a bit, I'm going to be using my hair is like so frizzy today. I'm going to be using my Benefit Hoola bronzer, the tried and true bronzer. And we're going to warm up the forehead first because this is bothering me. And then we're going to warm up the cheekbones. And a little bit on the tip of the nose here and on the chin. And I'm actually going to use this bronzer to also contour my nose a little bit. I love using this Morphe R8 brush to do the nose contour with. I'm just going to deepen up the cheekbone contour just a little bit more with this shade here, just because I want a little bit more dimension. And then for highlight today, I'm actually going to try a different highlighter than I wore in the original look because I saw this and then I learned something about these highlighters and now I want to try it out for myself. So this is one of the e.l.f. baked highlighters. This is called Moonlight Pearls. And apparently with the e.l.f. highlighters, the baked ones, you need to scratch off a layer on the top in order to get to like the good stuff. Because this here is pretty on its own, but apparently you kind of need to like break through a little layer. So I think I'm just gonna scratch. I have these little tweezers from Benefit that have like a really hard brush. I think I'm just gonna kind of scratch on the top here. I'm not making this up, guys, that's what they say. Scratched like off a little bit here on the top. I'm gonna take my favorite highlighting brush, which is my M510 by Morphe. And I'm just gonna kind of rub right there where I took off that little layer. It does look different, you know, but I don't even know if I scratched off enough. Can you guys see? Oh, it does. Wow, this is such a pretty color if you're on the fair side. Wow, yes. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit on the lip. I love that also I'm not getting any fallout from this. Okay, so I did my brows off camera because my camera needed to cool down, it was overheating. So now for blush, I'm gonna be using, I think this is discontinued, but I mean, I'm just gonna say what I'm using anyway. This is from NYX, it's their cinnamon blush. And I've been obsessing over this brush for blush. This is the Morphe M402. I like the angle and you just go and you're done. See that? Since I don't mind this, I just swatched the lip color, but I already know what lip color I want to use, so I'm just gonna do the lips now. I'm gonna be using the Whirl lip liner from MAC. And then the lip color is gonna be Bestie from Tarte. So after our lipstick is on, I'm gonna do this little thing that I like to do from time to time. Oops. I naturally have a little birthmark right here and I like to kind of uncover that. So, especially since this foundation is so full coverage, it covers it completely almost. So I like to take this little e.l.f. makeup remover pen and just kind of remove the makeup that's over it. So now we can start with the eye look. So I already primed with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'll be using the Morphe 35F palette for this look. Can you even see it? There you go. I'm gonna start off with this shade here to warm up our crease a bit. And I was not expecting that much fallout. Oops. Just gonna be pushing this right into my crease. Nothing fancy here. I'm then going to be taking this yellow, very yellow gold right in here on a Morphe, what the hell is this, M33 brush. And I'm going to be spraying it down with some MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm going to just pop that all over the lower lid here. I'm then going to be adding a wing with my NYX liquid liner, matte liquid liner. I keep thinking this is an autofocus. Matte liquid liner. So we have the wing on and I'm just going to take some more concealer and clean it up a bit. So once we have the wing cleaned up, I'm then going to be taking the Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner in Out of the Blue, which is this beautiful cobalt blue liner. And we're going to be marking that right on our waterline on the bottom and a little bit just below the lashes. As you can tell, these are really creamy and super pigmented. And then I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Electric palette and using a mixture of this one, Chaos, it's Chaos and Gonzo to kind of smoke out the bottom lash line. Alright guys, so I just finished off the other eye and I added on some of my Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes, and this is the completed look. And make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and also don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.